Hey guys, happy Mother's Day to the mothers out there today, from your king and your luckiest man. Um, Other than that, guys, we are always filled with popularity, entertainment, and energy. Our biggest, strongest, beautiful, sparkling, exciting, awesome, strongest, beautiful, gigantic, special power of our community. As far as what we can handle, do all we can, and, socialize one another. Yeah, guys, this is your king and your luckiest man. Happy Mother's Day to you guys in the chat. And this is also episode number 23 this week for the weekend mornings, guys, for Ghostwire Tokyo today. Today's date, guys, is Mother's Day, and if you guys are looking to do some with dinner, give her flowers, spend time with also your father as well. Father's Day, guys, is going to be after this month, as far as I can tell you. Not to have any speculations, not to have any, guys, anything else, guys, with a lot of communications. Guys, a lot of spending time, also bringing friends and everybody else over. Just to keep everything else on the same point at the same time. You don't want to lose anything else in between. Whatever it could be. But yeah, guys, welcome to episode number 23 this week for Saturday and Sunday mornings of Ghostwire Tokyo today. Today's date. Today's Mother's Day, guys, for all of us in between. To ourselves and to a lot of people. Kind of like making its debut, or pretty much something, better than normal. And pretty much, guys, not losing that. Or having to lose, anything else in the balance. But keeping everything else tidy. But yeah, guys, today's date. Today is 5/11. That's right, guys, today is March 11th. Happy Mother's Day, guys, in the chat. May 11th today, guys, 2025. Does it keep everything in progress? Now, no, I'm not sure if you guys have heard. We actually activated Paramount Plus, the other day on, this past Friday. And just to be open and honest, I actually watched the first couple of things, and, guys talking about watching TV shows, movies. You want to take a break from an app. And for the most part, guys, the answer was yes for your king and your luckiest man. So supposedly, you finally got something to really not self-prevent, and pretty much not all the tea, not exactly a lot of, self-arrangement, or just to have something not worth boring. Kind of like sowing its roots. So other than that, guys, I activated Paramount Plus this week, and during the last 2 days so far, and so far I watched a few things. So the shows they actually do have is 1923, Georgie and Mindy, which you guys have Emily Osmond. Emily Osmond does not disappoint. She's beautiful, she's strong, and she's funny. You guys remember her in roles like Hannah Montana with Miley Cyrus, and the other dude, to be honest. I was trying to say the brother, to be honest. I haven't seen Hannah Montana a whole lot, ever since they stopped with the reruns. And I do know, guys, Selena Gomez was in 2 episodes. That's involving Jake Ryan. Who can not forget Jake Ryan back then? I also watched a few other things, guys. Probably my two loved ones, watch something with Tom Cruise, Nicole Kidman. Now, you guys remember what that movie is? It's pretty much based on a racing documentary. And you talk about watching something with NASCAR. You look at Formula 1. Formula 1, guys, is still going to be having Brad Pitt, and also Brad Pitt, and also not involving Matt Damon is concerned. By the time we get to what's the other thing, guys? Before we get to the Odyssey with Matt Damon, as far as he's concerned, now that brother, guys, won't have that movie out till next year in theaters. Let's keep everything else wind reins. But other than that, guys, Since Paramount is finally the winner, I might be having that. I might be having that. Um, I may have Paramount Plus long term this year. Maybe the next 2 years or so. But I'm gonna silly. All of us will silly miss Netflix though. We used to watch a lot of Cobra Kai, a lot of other stuff in between, and making sure not to lose that. It's not exactly heartbreaking if you're watching a TV show or a movie that you actually fall in love with, and also, really, really enjoy having a lot of fun. A lot of things going its way. Um, but if you guys think about it, no show really disappoints. You're talking about watching comedy, a lot of romance that it's not loses, making sure the juice is not loose, and making sure it's not, not to have to lose the storyline or have it something you guys really enjoy. You're talking about having a favorite audience, and that really has something to bring to the table. So, yeah, guys, everything else does not disappoint after watching a TV show, a movie, to yourselves, to your friends, a lot of people, and, just keep everything else, much more strict, much more in between. Before I get to social media today, guys, it's been another, it hasn't been exactly a nightmare for me, but it's been another 6-day hiatus since, I'm gonna say, guys, my ass has been tired from work, and, my two love wanted to have dinner, since since my two love's roommate Belle was not going to do anything from last night. But it's a different idea, so. Well, guys, we're gonna start with the chat this morning. With our biggest, strongest, beautiful, amazing, exciting, beautiful. Large gathering, strongest, beautiful power of our community. With J Duplicate, make a love shout out. Deanne Victoria, make a love shout out to you. Thank you for joining us this morning. I guess today will be another peaceful Sunday with me. Allow me to sing a little bit from Ozzy Osbourne. He's still gonna be going on his Black Sabbath tour, guys. At least pretty soon. But cannot be, not to have anything damaging. With all due respect to Ozzy Osbourne. Well, guys, speaking of other stuff today, I do want to thank you guys for joining me this morning with our biggest, strongest, beautiful power of our community, our strong parts of our community, guys. Do what we can for one another. By the time we bring our social media, making sure we have somebody that we can still reach, and also, making sure we're not having any problems or, bad ideas. When you talk about not just wasting any time, you guys understand when you guys see me here for the last 8 years, going into 9 pretty soon, myself has been very good. Always has and always will be. But we don't want to get ourselves, self-prerogative or, miss a puzzle, missing a last piece of a puzzle or doing something that's more than a copy. But guys, you do it because it's driven, you want to enjoy and love and have a lot of socialization that you guys can do, and, but nobody should really tell you otherwise. And when people usually say something with live streaming, a lot of us are there to see it. As long as it's not a damn well surprise, but, well, if you're a king, guys, and you're the luckiest man, and also your first place winner, nothing would really disappoint or have anything, go into a positive and also a straightforward direction. Now, that's exactly what it really is. As long as it's crazy for love, too. But yeah, guys, thank you guys for joining me this morning. I do want to have the pleasure, I wish you guys a happy Mother's Day, another Sunday every year. Guys, this year is 2025, and, people usually want to do some with, guys, your mom, your father, and a lot of sisters and brothers, maybe some good friends, and by the way, guys, see, my true love is going, to, church this morning, and, apparently she still wants me for Mother's Day, for her late mom's, both down here in the United States. I mean, here in the state of Ohio, in one city, but, not that I was on par for diet, but, I don't think I would possibly forget, or, like I said, my ass is not exactly feeling tired out. But I'm hoping it's not exactly, not to have something go in between, so, or ruin, or not to have a bad concern, or have something rumble. Trust me. But I repeat, guys, for your king and your luckiest man. Like I said, guys, thank you guys for joining me this morning for biggest, strongest, beautiful power, or aggressive, a lot of experience of our strongest, beautiful, exciting power of our group, and also, guys, our popularity, entertainment, and energy. Even though my followers have been, have crossed the line a little under my decreasing. But we want to try to get it back up there by taking our time. Again, guys, we have our YouTube channels with years to come, and centuries, and our podcast services all around the globe. And making sure we have something to prepare. Again, guys, we have our YouTube channels, our 620, that's why, guys, our 625 mods today. And yes, guys, our social media, and everything else all around the globe, like Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, and so much more. If you guys haven't not done it already today, guys, on Mother's Day, you guys can like it, share, comment, and follow, and like and share the stream, and also keep everything in between. Now, if you're talking about movies or TV shows, I do know that 1923 with Harrison Ford and Betty Mandler, guys, is also actually no, guys, Helen Myron. Now, both of them are actually kind of like married, and when it comes to 1923 coming out of Yellowstone, so basically, guys, if you look at Harrison Ford, he actually still plays Jacob Dutton between the Dutton family, and also his wife, to be honest. So I do know 1923 is on Paramount Plus. I'm almost done with Sonic 3 already. I've been watching the first couple of things, guys, on Paramount. And I tell you guys, Paramount Plus had a 60% chance of winning. But apparently my Musketeer wanted me to, or needed me to use something with, with Disney Plus this year. And you guys all know, it has been, it's been like 3. I'm like above damsel distress, guys. Or it may have been, I haven't used Disney Plus for all of us today, I think for the last number of years. Let me talk about it. I think it's been like 3 or 4 years, in my opinion. We talked about watching Star Wars, watching The Mandalorian, you guys understand correctly. And also, it's also have much more to benefit otherwise. So basically, guys, both Mandalorian and Grogu is going to be releasing, something much more gold and also set in stone. So if you guys recall, The Mandalorian and Grogu of Star Wars, with ignoring Weaver, that movie is going to be releasing as planned by next year. And then you have Ryan Gosling in Star Wars The Starfighter. But that's going to be releasing also, guys, after next year. So those are Star Wars movies right there. As far as Rey Skywalker's Star Wars is concerned, well, it's still going to be episode 10, as long as I know by far. But we don't want to get ourselves losing our Zeus's. We don't want to get ourselves a lot of surroundings and a lot of, a lot of other things going either way. I haven't heard anything else, guys. I did look a little bit of in-gaming news, outside the box, but not as much. But I do know, guys, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4 is going to be releasing 2 months from now. If you guys look at the current date, today is May 11th of this year, of Mother's Day, and 2 months after this, of this year, 2025, you guys still have Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4. So the answer to that question, for us guys, and for me as your king, and your luckiest person of all, I might still get Tony Hawk this year. I was looking at my cash balance before, when I had a good night's sleep yesterday. Mr. Love and I were calling for. I told her I wasn't going to make this call last long since she actually had toast this morning. So I just told her I just wanted to make something, short, sweet, not to make it a long minute term. Listen up, guys. Everybody's entitled to their own story, and entitled to anything what really shows up at this current point, and let's see what's going on, and also have not a lot of suggestions otherwise. But if you guys think about it, just to be open and honest, nothing else would really lose track, as far as I know. But the fact is, as far as anything else goes, I guess, guys, Paramount Plus, I'm technically almost done with that already. I know she wants Days of Thunder. That's exactly what I was telling you guys about. Days of Thunder, it's about Tom Cruise's character, wanting to be, a big idol as a NASCAR driver. So, guys, you guys remember watching Days of Thunder? It's all about kind of like, it's pretty much a racing documentary. When I talk about a racing, I repeat, guys, a lot of us know the stories between other racing movies. You look at Need for Speed, Gran Torino, not Gran Torino, Gran Turismo, and Formula One. What Formula One, guys, will be coming out in theaters pretty soon. I don't think my two love and I want to, tackle that set or have something that does not acquire, guys, with a lot of grease, or a lot of smoke, or have something burn. Not a whole lot if you think about it. Well, for the most part, guys, if you look at movies with racing, it's like, there's a lot of competition. There's a lot of big things, as far as I know. It's just, if you're talking about racing, if you're talking about protecting, if you're watching cars, if you're watching Need for Speed, or watching Formula One, as I say, guys, F1, for example, there's a lot of competition. There's a lot of sportsmanship. Just to protect our sport, most of the time. So, if you guys think about it, nobody would really, mess up anything, or having the right crew. They have the better racing, having the better tires. We look at it. So yeah, that's exactly how much it really describes Days of Thunder. If you guys are in the 80s, Days of Thunder's been around on Paramount. Also, Ferris Bueller's Day Off with Matthew Boswick and Jennifer Grey is concerned. But yeah, guys, those movies are on Paramount right now. I'm almost done with Sonic 3, as far as I can tell you. As far as gaming goes, nothing would really have any guilty pleasure, or not to having anybody test in its court or any malfunctions on. All I know is, guys, it's been another 6 days hiatus since you guys my ass hasn't brought anything new, but, I was questioning, guys, so guys, based on the schedule, since I actually did look at my new tape schedule this week, since I have the same days as usual, to ourselves, you guys, and a lot of people, I feel like I want to do something with RoboCop Rogue City. I was going to do an episode and an episode, for the last couple of weeks, but you guys understand I've been tired. I would be, guys, I've been restless, I've been tired, I've just been getting a lot of sleep after all. You guys understand that, but, people shouldn't have any arguments, people shouldn't have to, anything that would glue your eyes shut, and just to have a good night's sleep, so. Usually when a lot of people, especially me, guys, if I'm up early, I would pretty much work at Steve or work in the mornings at WoW. But you guys understand, I'm still doing, WoW stuff every 2 days a week. So that's where everything else is. Rosalind, make a love shout out. Love, thank you for coming in. Mary, thank you. As long as you guys are waking me up. By the way, guys, happy Mother's Day, too. for more popularity, entertainment, and energy. That way we can sell it to us, to me, and to everyone else today. Keep everything else in position. But you guys never know. You just don't know what the future is going to be adding. As long as you don't have to flip a coin this month, people cannot tell you, I mean, a yes answer or a wrong answer. Nobody can really have, the pleasure or keeping its own position. I mean, we talk about offense and defense just to, take its call, whatever it could really be. Alright, guys, if you guys are staying active today, if you guys are getting a separate coffee this morning, make it so we have something that's not exactly misunderstood or anything. But to keep everything else simple, or have it at the right place, and yes, guys, at the perfect time. Nobody can tell you on a different thing, or see where the action goes, whatever lies ahead. Alright, guys, since we're actually in an assortment mark already, if you guys want to catch some more Ghostwire Tokyo every Saturday and Sunday mornings, and so I'm here, and so you guys are here with us, with our popularity, guys, entertainment, and energy, are awesome. Actually, guys, our biggest, strongest, beautiful, gigantic. As long as we're not calling Godzilla versus Kong, if we talk about having to be the highest from a building, or having somebody like the Avengers trying to be a little more high and high. I mean, look at the Incredible Hulk, played by Mark Ruffalo from Marvel, and really have something, regenerate and also refresh whatever's on the table. You talk about the good people, always battling the bad people. But you guys understand, the good guys always win. I mean, you look at the good guys, and they're pretty much having weaknesses or resistance. Resistances between, bad people, or having something with, like I said, guys, with, bad villains. You look at Marvel movies, you look at other stuff in between. But nothing would really tell you different, guys. People have honest opinions to look ahead and see what makes it worthwhile. Or it's kind of like swinging it fairly, or make it much more even. But I repeat, guys, if you guys want to catch more from me, guys, if you guys want to catch more, Ghostwire Tokyo every Saturday and Sunday mornings when I'm here, the king and your luckiest man, or your luckiest person if you want. Do what we can for one another, make it so we have, everybody here today, and make it so we're not, walking and dry all the time, make it so we're not, feeling got anything else, but so far when I got up this morning, my head's still been good and good. I haven't had any heat on my body as much. As I said, my musketeer wanted to have dinner for the last couple of weeks. So I just told, you guys understand, by the time we tackle supper, I told her we're going to go back to the next 2 weeks, every 2 weeks from now on, and that way we don't have to waste our money, make it so we're not, trying to take a step, pivot, do what we gotta do to keep everything else with drinks, food, and also make it so a lot of people got enough money, make it so people can pay insurance, people pay bills, when you're working at a job in between with family, and do what you gotta do, It's like if you're spending 2 months, that's pretty much the only case scenario that does not bring something else to the table, or bring it to your attention otherwise. But you guys understand, I pretty much have enough right now, so. See, actually, now my musketeer does want me to, really wants me, when it comes to conference, if by the time we go to her late mom's, my Sulam's, mom's cemetery tonight, so. I guess we've been with her. You guys understand, her and I have been together for over 8 years. So it's pretty much easier said than done. You keep a person, and it's like, you don't want to have somebody toss anything hot or cold when it comes to 2 people. But, Mitsulov and I, guys, we've always been a hot, romantic, sweet, amazing couple, to be honest. You guys understand, I'm gonna be 32, pretty soon. But it doesn't change the fact. I mean, if you're looking to go to a parent's tombstone, you know, if you look at, you know, guys, your parents or grandparents, I mean, I've lost both of mine between my family, and what's a lot has lost her family from her grandparents, so. And nothing could really compare, guys. But most importantly, with, like I said, guys, with Mother's Day, Father's Day, and any American holiday. It remembers the memories, one of the loved ones, and yes, guys, men and women. As far as that goes, and much more, that could really take something that has a lot of memories on them. But alright, guys, speaking of other stuff, I repeat, guys, some guys like it, share, comment, and follow, take your time, and not get yourselves guilty. As long as we don't want to have people pause or press people's buttons. We don't want to have somebody go, this one has the other one has the right target, or the right one. I mean, people have, like I said, guys, people have the only opinions to detail. You know, see how everyone else is doing, and, you know, just to have something that makes it's worthwhile, or to have a toss-up. If you have a coin, people don't have to be like Two-Faced all the time. You know, whenever it's good, or not feeling lucky enough, so. But as far as anything else, like I said, guys, I've been tired. My eyes have always been red and red. Not getting enough sleep all the time, but, you know, people shouldn't have to be self-controlled or be stopped all the time, so. You know, people are entitled to do anything they want and what we want otherwise, so. It does not need to get ourselves, like I said, guys, with self-pity as much. As long as people know what we're doing and make it so we're up to date, we're gonna be just fine as far as where the action goes and what heads on it. If you guys like it, share, comment, and follow. Like and share the stream. Even though my followers have not been the best of the best for a while, but I still do miss, guys, my 211k. I don't think my butt's gonna go back to it anytime soon. But you never know. As long as the boosting can really stop right where it's at, you know, we'll keep it under control if we need to. It does not need to have people, you know, questioning or being at fault or, you know, do what's really right and what's wrong. Trust me. But as long as we can have enough progress together, I think anything is possible. As long as we make it right and make it very simple. Well, guys, speaking of other stuff today, if you guys want me to play new games, even if you guys want your king and your luckiest man to play new games on the schedule, now like I said, guys, based on the schedule, I got Chief tomorrow 2 to 7. For me, guys, tomorrow, like I said, guys, Chief 2 to 7 tomorrow. I should have, well, to be honest, since you guys haven't seen RoboCop a whole lot, ever since we, you know, recently premiered it, you know, from Thursday mornings on, you know, 2 weeks ago, from Thursday mornings, I actually did premiere it, 2 weeks ago on a Monday, just to keep everything else confirming. I might get an opportunity to get RoboCop, Brook City, an episode tomorrow, before I go back to Chief, between 2 to 7 tomorrow. And then, I honestly think Final Fantasy XII Zodiac Age. For an hour and 40 minutes plus, guys. Now, the Jamaican answer, not possibly forget. The possibility for this week on the schedule, I have another 2 days at WoW this week, and also, you know, like I said, guys, Chief today, I'm in Chief tomorrow, 2 to 7, and then, 9 to 2 on Friday, and Thursday 9 to 2. So I pretty much got the same damn times between Hour Race and, but it's always staying active, guys. People shouldn't have to push you around. As long as you stand and deliver, and do something that people really wanna, you know, do something further. Do something otherwise. You can really follow suit, get enough hours, guys, and get much more money that you guys can walk out of here with. Whatever it begins. But yeah, guys, so as far as what we're leaning towards, I could be leaning towards an episode, guys, of RoboCop Rogue City tomorrow. But Final Fantasy 12, guys, will be back from Tuesday mornings by next week. That's to let you guys know. So I thought I would do an episode of RoboCop tomorrow and, go from there and see where we're at. But if any time, guys, if any of you want to have something much more progressive, positive, and do what's much more to our attention. You know what they say, guys? Attention is mostly the detail. You wanna see what new games you guys can play, how much you guys can benefit yourselves and to a lot of people, and see how much fun, depending how much the gameplay really is, and make it so everything is right in front. It's like if you're playing bowling, it's like you're getting distracted by the prefects. You're pretty much beating the crap out of them and trying to escape. It's kind of like hiding inside of a dumpster or a trash can or a piece of furniture. Kind of like hiding behind the couch or anything with a mattress. I mean, there's two words, guys. You talk about a mattress and a bed itself. Trust me. It's kind of like hiding in the closet. Never works out. To be honest and also open, but not exactly opening wide. But yeah, guys, if any of you today, for your king and your luckiest man, if you guys want me to play new games on the schedule, make sure you guys hit that like button, support button, and comment. Do not lose track, guys, and do not lose any notes. But keeping everything else in position to yourselves, to a lot of people, and making sure we have enough that could really, take something in between. So, as long as it brings open, guys, anything, people shouldn't have to have a lot of self-esteem. Excuse me, guys, a lot of self-esteem on it. But as long as you know what you're doing, a lot of people can love it. Remember, guys, love it, hate it. People can have a lot of fun by taking something to the next level. It's not about how much you can go backward, guys. Keep it much more forward. Have something a little more in between. But do not get yourselves alone and make it so you're not, have something, guys, having the space that you use. And it's pretty much entirely up to me and up to everybody else. People have an honest opinion, making sure they're not, being a slave or anything as well as an interest. Whenever it sounds good, everything will work out. As long as we have much more than what we're at today. Everything else would matter. Trust me. Make guys hit that like button. Make sure you guys hit that like button, guys. Support button and comment. Connect to our channel. Do not lose a lot of followers and a lot of energy. But yeah, guys, like us out of the stream, meet and greet, and take your time. Do not get yourselves flushed in the toilet. Because nothing would really be, going either way. Or not going in the right direction. Alright, guys, and remember, guys, there's also, oh yeah, guys, another thing, too. Remember one thing, guys, and also the most important rule today. Celebrate Mother's Day on this current Sunday right now. The most important rule, guys, and the most basic thing is love, support, and respect is the key. Love, support, and respect, guys. See, awesome and creative. We are currently at 625 mods right now, which is really awesome. It's fantastic, pretty good. Making sure everything else surrounds it. And making sure nobody gets caught between bodies and also any remorse on it. Well, like I said, guys, you do it because it's driven. You want to see how everything else is going. You want to make sure how much we can take it. Well, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get this criminal out of here. Since he actually finally does have something messed up. And that would be, guys, his umbrella. But it does not have a lack of acceptance, though. Whatever it could be otherwise. We never know. But I repeat, guys, just to follow suit. Remember, guys, love, support, and respect is the key. It's the awesome and creative. with like 625 mods today, guys. You guys understand exactly where we're at right now. What says, you know, we're pretty much excellent where we're at so far today. Making sure we're not feeling obvious, not feeling, you know, loosen up. Doesn't have something wet or dry. Well, like I said, as long as we're standing tall, making sure we have enough to, you know, not to have any bad ideas or not to have any consideration. Like I said, guys, I truly believe everything else is good to go. We don't want to make sure people are not separating and keeping our eyes open. It's kind of like having your eyes peeled, whatever it could be. But yeah, guys, the awesome and creative. We are at 625 mods, by the way. But it doesn't take a lot of, you know, drawing, you know, having a bad influence or having a bad, you know, guys, bad investment. I'm gonna take a drink of water real quick, then we'll get to the situation in hand. Well, something with acceptance. Alright, so, we got guys, the awesome and creative. Making sure we're sounding good, making sure we're great. Song mode's kind of like one host from First Take actually did lose some of his voice, but when it comes to being a big fan of a basketball team or NBA team, we look at it. But nobody can really, you know, have a lot of difference to predict, or it's kind of like having a score to settle. It's pretty much whatever it brings and the balance. Or have enough to really express it. Whatever it could be, it takes a lot of energy and does not take a lot of, you know, anything else, stone cold or anything. But yeah, guys, see, awesome and creative, and yes, guys, now it's power. Now it is power, guys. With our popularity today, guys, entertainment and energy, you know, biggest, special, awesome, strongest, awesome, excellent, strongest, exciting power of our community. Finally got the words a little bit in motion. We meet and greet, guys. We want to take our time, you know, follow suit. We don't want to leave a lot of breadcrumbs here today, and I want to wish everybody a happy Mother's Day this morning. You know, if you guys are buying roses, if you guys are going out for lunch or dinner, if you guys are looking to watch a movie here today. Well, the next movie my two love and I will be tackling, we're going to be tackling, you know, the stuff with Karate Kid Legends in less than 3 weeks' time, guys. And that is exactly my next requested day off, guys, between, you know, that, guys, and Chief Management. And then we have June 5th, and then June 16th after this month is concerned. Don't know when we're having that meeting, guys. It's probably going to be soon. Whatever day is pretty much not out of, you know, guys, between two places. Not out of left field, and not out of right field. As long as it's not ruining any planning. You know, just to try to, you know, get it right on. And just to really add everything, you know, that's worth always suggesting, guys. Keep everything else that's top notch. Also, guys, anytime we manage to find people, anytime we manage people, guys, the way we handle, the way most of us can figure it out, and do something that makes it worth, you know, guys, predictable. You know, guys, you do it. Remember, guys, you do it because you're driven. And as I said, when a lot of people do, a lot of people always know how to see it, you know, tell the difference, and also not to have any bad ideas or having any adjustments on it. Nice. Worry Uppay, Worry La Loves, make a lot of shout out. New La Loves today, guys. Her name is Worry Uppay. Good Angel has not come into the chat a whole lot, but she's actually never ever mistaken. She's also nice to be around too. Always has and always will be. It's kind of like May the 4th be with you guys from May the 4th of last week. From your king and your luckiest man. But alright, guys, on the main attention, you know, guys, that's a fine unification and also key of a strong interest. Anytime we manage to find people, guys, I can say we have something to celebrate and also have a lot of socialization, let's say an active, and not to have your totals on YouTube go low, all we have to do, guys, is follow Sarah, take your time. If you guys will go in the search this morning, you guys can always drop in, pop a like, and also leave a comment. Any questions or concerns in the live chat. With our popularity, guys. For popularity today, guys, entertainment and energy. Whatever people can figure out is to not be able to, not to have any, dreams or to have anything else in front of you that would not stand aside forever. Speaking of Unica Angel, make a love sound out, dearest. How you doing? How you doing? Thank you for proposing it. How are you this morning? Check out Unica Angel, guys. She's actually really beloved. I've actually had her channel and my channel for me, guys, to each other, or together. For us, it's been a while. Can't think of years or months ahead. But anytime we manage, guys, to follow suit and stay in position, have a lot of requiring, all we have to do, guys, is follow Sarah on 3 apps. Follow Sarah, guys, and support it. And 3 apps, guys. Follow Sarah today with our detail on Twitter, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. I did tell you guys, my true love and I have been together as I say, guys, my musketeer, my sexiest, beautiful final queen, and I have been together for 8 years. So my true love and I, guys, have been together for 8 years, been on YouTube for 8 years, for a lot of us, and also, going into the second weekend of May already, of 2025, I think it's all hopes and dreams. It's kind of like smelling coffee and roses in the morning. Or wanting to, have lemons with water, or have something with hot chocolate or coffee. As long as you guys are not watching some chocolatey, like watching Timothy Machete's Wonka, and also Michael Keegan Key, as far as that is concerned, all I'm going to say is, guys, energy can wake you up instantly. As long as you're not getting your ass sick or getting yourselves, punched by them. But I repeat, guys, my true love and I have been, my musketeer and I have been together for 8 years. I lost her once. I'm not losing her ass twice. That's all that matters, And I've also been on Twitter X and Facebook for 6 years. So I will be releasing 7 before the end of July on the 30th, guys, for me, and it's all you guys, and a lot of extra people, especially our 625 mods. Now, if any of you guys want to be mods and drop your links in the chat, that'd be great too. Team Unique, make a lot of shout out, how are you? So, honestly, guys, you never know. Whenever it works out, you're gonna wanna, get yourselves, trapped, or getting yourselves damaged. Because people don't want to see you get hurt a whole lot. Usually, guys, when I'm usually alone, and also want somebody to get to, and also, have something with contact, and also have something, does not stand outside or anything. But true love always wants to have an opportunity not to be alone all the time. So, now really, it does describe it either way. I mean, it's the way it's supposed to be. You always want to be with somebody, and do not get your butt separated. But separation is never the answer. It never is, and it never will be. You know what they say, guys? My true love and I have always been the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. We are still working on getting married, too. That's to really keep everything else, in front of us, being as funny, romantic as we should be. I mean, not about what we could do, but what we should do, guys, for the future. Her and I still want to get married, and we don't want to have a lack of problems or pretty much have something, not be, and have anything else not worth kidding aside, guys. We want to do something that makes us feel good, makes us feel happy, not to keep secrets all the time, so just keep everything else standing tall and trusting our instincts, and trusting each other more often. Have a lot of love, guys, have a lot of, you know, guys have a lot of time together, and whatever is worth a lot of bonding and a lot of stuff to capitalize. Alright guys, that's gonna be the end of social media today. So that's the end of our social media today, guys, till probably RoboCop Rogue City tomorrow. So RoboCop will be Monday morning, guys, from Thursday mornings tomorrow before I go back to see for another afternoon shift. Now the only times I have this week, and it's the same thing, guys. Chief Monday, Thursday, 2 to 7s, and it's coming Friday, 9 to 2. So, I doubt my two love and I are doing another consecutive Saturday for dinner. As a sort of, we're gonna go back to the next every couple weeks, and then, you know, see what we're doing, you know, by then. So, yeah, I don't think people would really do dinner and dinner for the last, you know, week after week after week. Depends how much money people really have. And just to have something much more, you know, spending small, spending big. If you're buying something on Amazon so far today, or... Now, speaking of Amazon, guys, I actually did not, I repeat, guys, I actually did not go to that stupid grad party last night, since my musketeer and I just wanted to... Actually, my two wives did not go either, since she was going to give... She was going to try to give both of them a graduation, you know, card, but actually, I don't think we would actually stick around and see how many people are going to be showing up, and you know, just focus on our future. So not just me, guys, but my two love also did not go to that grad party last night either. She wanted to get grocery shopping done. She actually wanted to have something else for dinner, but Azul Tequila, now Azul Tequila, guys, is something I've had after a while, since yesterday. So, they have good food. If you guys are into Mexican food, Azul's is a good place to be. Or going to any English buffet, if you think about it. Well, guys, speaking of eternal events, you know, speaking of good food and drinks, let's see if we can keep ourselves, have a lot of smiles, and if you guys have any questions or concerns, we can try to speculate how much it really means to us, and to have good support and good control. Well, guys, speaking of other stuff today, in the live chat, Genesis deserves to celebrate Mother's Day for another year, and keep everything else drawn to our attention. Head over to the Steam store. Make your pre-orders and install purchases, make a game account, and buy something. Remember, guys, head over to the Steam store, make a game account. If you guys know a code name, any nickname from a movie, TV show, or pretty much a music band. Now, if any of you would have changed your first ever name to Bon Jovi, I think Bon Jovi pretty much is, you know, he actually didn't actually... Now, Bon Jovi did have pretty good music, you know, back in the 1980s, and then got into new material in the early 2000s. I don't see Bon Jovi retiring yet, but I do know Ozzy Osbourne. You guys remember what I said at the start of the stream today, from your king and your luckiest man. Ozzy Osbourne should be retiring soon, after his Black Sabbath tour. So I would not go any more further than that, being usable, or being the topic. But yeah, guys, head over to the Steam store. You guys can go after any games you want, when you want, anytime you want. My name on Steam, guys, is ZachDawson93. My name, guys, is ZachDawson93 on Steam, with AD93. If you guys have nothing today, or to have anything shattered or broken, you guys have nothing to lose. That's all that matters. But you guys, head over to the Steam store. Wish everybody happy Mother's Day. You guys are getting the best of gaming somewhere to make an awesome, exciting, much better year for gaming of this year, guys. You guys can do whatever you gotta do and take your time. So head over to the Steam store. Head over to the Steam store, guys, make a name, get 2 things to work out. Some guys install purchases and pre-orders and buy something. If you guys are getting an old game, get a special game. If you guys are getting box for Rocket League or Fortnite, You guys go after one game at a time, or have beginner's luck between both games. Make sure everything else is settling down. You guys can recommend any of the two games, but as long as you head over to the Steam store, you guys can get bucks for Rocket League or Fortnite, especially. Make a lot of progress and a lot of experience, and do not make something, worth debating. You guys go after any of the two today, have a smile, and do something you really want to enjoy. So go after any of the two guys with no extra cost. Maybe you guys will get the publisher sale today. Steam does have a publisher sale with 90% off on Steam today. I actually was looking up a little bit of stuff on the Steam, just for a day or two. But there is a lot of games on Steam that are on sale, especially when it comes to publishers. I know Square Enix does have its sale down as well. So just to name a few, guys. If any of you are gonna buy something or take your time or pre-order something on Steam, you guys can check in and you guys can target a game called Europa Universalis 5. I repeat, guys, Europa Universalis 5. Now the game itself, guys, is gonna be coming soon on Steam. You guys can get the Stellaris stuff. If you look at Species Pack, Ultimate Bundle, I shouldn't have to tell you how much the bundle is for Stellaris. But I will tell you guys the price between the Ultimate Bundle. It doesn't have 2 games, but more than likely 4 games on Steam. You guys lean towards that. The Ultimate Bundle, guys, for this gaming franchise, it's going to be worth $145.26 after that. So I doubt I'm buying that big of a game. But if you guys want to do so, people don't have to really poison you if you're drinking something or looking to wake yourselves up on it. I'm not going to go more further when it comes to publisher games, but I do have some good hot discounts on the games today. As far as the weekend goes. Now, as far as special offers go, not to have any problems or concerns when it comes to better and better gaming for this year of 2025. For this year of 2025, but honestly, if you guys again the special sales today. Now, the special offers for gaming on Steam is pretty much listed. You guys can go after Car Mechanics Simulator 2021. On the 2021 version, guys, Car Mechanic, it's like $7.49. Maybe you guys are getting Little Kitty Big City for about a little under $15 before tax hits. If you're buying a purchase on Steam between both of these, you guys go after Nordic Asses. Nordic Asses, Nordic, by the way, does actually have a DLC available, and it's called Corruption. God of War actually did have I want to say a few DLCs. Elden Ring is going to be having Night Rain being its second DLC this year. I don't know if I'm going to get that game doing. But I tell you, I spell a lot of fun and a lot of greatness with Tony Hawk by then. But you guys don't know, I still want to. I'm hoping to get Tony Hawk for Skater 3 and 4 this year. That game, guys, will be set in stone and all prepared by July 11th for the PS5, Xbox Series, guys, and on Steam by then. If you guys are buying Zombin, see if I get this right, guys. Zombinuscus. What kind of damn game is that, guys? But apparently this game is also $4.79, so you guys go after those games if you want. I mean, if you want, guys. If you have a Steam Deck to play on. I do know, guys, Super Mega Baseball 4 is like $5 on Steam. No, that is something you guys cannot break loose. You guys should never, ever miss a low price like this game. It's actually just gonna, it will be going on sale for a little while longer, depending how much time it has left. Man 25, guys, is also $13.99 on Steam today. So don't forget, if there's any games on sale, you guys can, have a good, significant budget. And also be a part of something that's worth talenting for better and better year for gaming. And keeping yourselves open. And also having a lot of gameplay you guys can see and also investigate. Now, as far as pre-orders go, I mean, you guys understand I still want to, have not to twist our own leg or not to sound loud when it comes to using a bullhorn. You guys understand I still want to get, there's also one other game, guys. Oh yeah, Borderlands 4 is concerned. Remember guys, Borderlands 4 is officially going to be released on September 12th by next year. No guys, this year, sorry. So you guys remember, the reason why Borderlands 4 did not want to have any part or have any competition is because GTA 6 was supposed to release this year in the fall, but it's kind of like falling behind in the tournament, or beyond the release date for the consoles. So if you guys speculated, you guys remember, if you guys understand the new release date, Grand Theft Auto 6 is concerned, GTA 6 guys will be releasing by next year on May 26th by then. So I think the cards were all set and be ready to go by betting on it. So you guys understand, if the game is going to be all set next year, that game is still going to win next year's Game of the Year. But the only 3 games, and guys, let's keep everything else under control in my opinion. The only games that still have an opportunity that's ahead of this year's Game Awards, you guys understand what the games are. But yeah guys, I still want to get Borderlands 4 this year, but I don't know how that's going to really work out since. And also guys, the other big news today. The rest of the Lancaster trip has been paid off thanks to my guardian, and the only other question would be, how much spending am I going to be having for Lancaster, Pennsylvania? By the time we get to September by then, well, in my honesty, guys, just to have configuration, and pretty much to, talk planning for money, as far as that's concerned, I might have a little more than actually anything, just to handle between cash and also its own balance, but, towards this year. Now, the only question is, am I going to be able to get Borderlands 4? Honestly, guys, I would think so. But the fact is, both that game, guys, and also Delta Snake Eater. If you guys don't know, Borderlands 4 is still going to be on September 12th, one day after 9/11 of September by then. Delta Snake Eater, that game is never going to disappoint itself either. Let's keep everything else organized, tidy, and also clean. But Delta Snake Eater, you guys remember both that game and Borderlands 4? It's going to be reaching some awesome heights, and also with its studios and its developers on it. And it's just to keep everything else resolved. Now you guys don't know, both games are going to be no more than, $70+ for the console. At least for the PS5, for example. But the only game I'm going to buy for now, guys, until we get to those 2 games at some point, like I say, guys, I can probably still get Tony Hawk on July 11th after the 4th of July is concerned. So I don't think I'm hoping not to miss Tony Hawk, because you guys don't know, I played Foot Skater 1 and 2, and that was a lot of fun. So I would almost really expect 3 and 4, as far as Tony Hawk goes, for the brother of his own right. Guys, Bam Margera, is going to be the 3rd Tony Hawk, Foot Skater 3 and 4. I recently haven't seen any gameplay, but I've heard it's going to be an awesome another awesome ride, and also a good skateboarding ride. So, I might still get Tony Hawk this year, but the game itself, it's not going to be $70 plus. Only the big PS5 names. Like I said, guys, like Borderlands 4 and Delta Snake Eater is concerned. So, I think whatever's going to be a matter of time. I don't see Tony Hawk winning this year. But the only few games I see winning this year's 2025 Game Awards, since we're already taking GTA 6 out of the way, and being that game's next year's winner for 2026, guys, as far as what we're leaning towards, I do know 9 times out of 10, I strongly think it's going to be Borderlands 4, Delta Snake Eater, or I got Delta Snake Eater of Metal Gear Solid, and Assassin's Creed Shadows. I mean, those 3 games have a bigger whiplash and also have a big advantage between, taking this year's COTY winner. I mean, I do see that game. I do see one of those 3 games, in my opinion. And I know we told Bell guys about Pokemon. I mean, he thinks Pokemon's going to be up there. What I'm going to say is, guys, with all due respect between the company and her, I don't see Pokemon winning this year. I understand she pre-ordered the damn Switch 2, almost $450 out of it. But when it comes to pre-orders, and no remorse. But I mean, if she honestly thinks if Pokemon's going to win, honestly, guys, no. Pokemon has never ever won Game of the Year. And I do honestly think, guys, Pokemon is not going to be reaching out to Borderlands 4, Assassin's Creed Shadows, or Delta Snake Eater by far. So that's why a lot of us think Pokemon's going to have potential of winning, get a 10 out of 10. My only answer, guys, is no. Pokemon's not going to get much further than that. But if Pokemon wants to win something, apparently Durassus can really win something, when it comes to something for the Switch too. But honestly, guys, Pokemon is not going to get near. The new Pokemon game is not going to get near to interfere with Borderlands 4, Assassin's Creed Shadows, or Delta Snake Eater. So, you guys remember Delta Snake Eater? It's going to be set in stone by the time we reach August 28th by then. But if I had to pick Pokemon that would be in the top 3 or Delta Snake Eater, guess what my honest answer is? For your king, and your luckiest man. Honestly, guys, I think it's an easy one. I would rather take Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater because I don't play a damn thing on Pokemon as much as I used to. But that's why I honestly think Delta Snake Eater would really blow Pokemon over the wall. And pretty much, going down to the deep water. So, I mean, pretty much anything else that goes regardless between gaming. But like I said, guys, I just don't see Pokemon, trying to unleash any gaming threats for this year. I mean, if anything else, I mean, like I said, guys, I just don't see that happening at all. I really don't. But if Bill wants to really have something as a sister for Pokemon, like I said, guys, you can buy the game, but I, for one, am not going to waste my opportunity just to get a Switch 2. It's just really going into this year's Christmas by then. But it's like if she wants to Switch 2 and wait to get a Pokemon copy, I mean, guys, Pokemon is not going to do worse. I think it's going to do fine, but I doubt it's winning Game of the Year. Well, remember, guys, GTA 6 it's not going to be, somewhere drawn and for intentions, but like I said, guys, I just don't see Pokemon winning this year. Bill, guys, Bill would like to say that, but I, for one, do not see it. And I know my Love doesn't want to see a damn thing on it, but everybody is entitled to their own you know, to our own opinion. You want to see something do well. That's why I only see, you know, guys, let's keep everything else confirming. That's why I only see Borderlands 4, Delta Snake Eater, and Assassin's Creed Legends winning. But hands up, guys, I still think Borderlands 4 is going to take it home. But it could be the other two. We just don't know yet. We just don't know. But we still have Tokyo Game Show this coming September as well. I mean, like I said, I do know they'll have something for Kingdom Hearts 4 sooner rather than later. People are starting to have to really jeopardize and, you know, tweak their own horn. You know, guys, Kingdom Hearts 4 will get here soon, but it's not going to be released until next year. You guys remember, you guys remember what I said earlier? I don't see Kingdom Hearts 4 released until next year, but it's not going to beat out GTA 6, guys. You guys remember what I said in the past? GTA 6 is going to beat out whatever game by next year, and it's going to beat out its path somewhere. So, I mean, it's not like it's going to be any bad treatment. But, you know, a lot of people will do what they have to do, so. But we'll see what happens before we go forward instead of in the middle. I already told you my name, guys, on Steam. You guys are in sports, music, and RPGs. My name on Steam, guys, is your king and your luckiest man. My only name, guys, on Steam is ZachDawson93. You guys can buy any games you want, when you want, anytime you want. Don't let people twist your head, or have your heart, you know, be like the Tin Man from The Wizard of Oz. Do not get yourselves, you know, what people should be otherwise. So as far as what we're doing, guys, we're doing a mission objective of blindness. Well, guys, for what we're actually doing. So honestly, guys, what we're doing is we're trying to find and destroy 4 barrier stones. So we want to do that, guys, in less than 15 minutes. So yeah, I mean, I don't think anything else would start, you know, roaming around or trying to stay on top otherwise. But it all depends how much they can take it and what challenging it. But yeah, guys, I've been on Steam for I have been on Steam for over 4 years now. Just to make it short and sweet. Well, guys, speaking of other games today, if you guys are in the role-playing games, like regular stuff, compared to Square Enix, that you guys want to see more of, and, you know, if they have any sales for them. Well, I know Final Fantasy does have its own sale again. I think they started that a few days ago, or it might have been Thursday, all of a sudden. I mean, I don't keep. I actually do not lose an iron grip between RPGs. I've always been a huge fan since I was a kid. You know, have a lot of experience, exploration, and a lot of big opportunities for role-playing games. So if any of you today are in RPGs like Final Fantasy, I repeat, guys, Final Fantasy, Assassin's Creed, God of War, The Last of Us, Elden Ring. Maybe you're buying Elden Ring, Night Ring, guys, this coming June or July. Now, Elden Ring, Night Ring could have a little bit of a chance of winning this year's Game of the Year, besides GTA 6 is concerned. All I'm saying is, guys, Rockstar does not have to blame everything else on its own. They're pretty much doing what they're doing, and not wasting people's or anyone else's time. But I would maybe assume, let's try to guess a little bit more, that Elden Ring wants to bag another DLTY award this year. I do know the last Elden Ring, the first ever DLC Elden Ring game, I've heard that first DLC was good, but really good for expectations. I would almost feel like Elden Ring, Night Ring should have a good clear shot. But I don't know. I don't think it'll have a clue if it'll beat out Borderlands 4 or Assassin's Creed Shadows. I mean, like I said, guys, I would honestly predict and this is just me spitballing. I would only predict. I mean, I'm only predicting. Borderlands 4 is gonna be my top pick, and then Delta Snake Eater is gonna be the number 2 pick. So Assassin's Creed Shadows is gonna be following. I mean, this is my opinion. Maybe following a little bit behind, but surpassing over 2 million units, guys. Are you talking about millions and millions of copies of Assassin's Creed Shadows? That's pretty much an excellent start. You know, ever since it came out, since March. But we'll wait at the right time, guys, and see what happens furthermore. But I've always been a big fan, guys, of RPGs with a lot of exploration, grinding levels, a lot of serious stuff with kind of like storylines. You're talking about playing, you know, with, you know, some good labs, and all the fun stuff that's pretty much dead ahead when it comes to special role-playing games. Speaking of RPGs, that's why I talk about baseball most of the time. If any of you today are in sports games, just have a lot of fun, have a lot of game plans, have a lot of pleasure. If you guys are into sports games, like baseball. For example, guys, baseball, racing, tennis, golf, football, basketball, etc. You guys can buy any sports games you want. If you're managing a sports team, if you're looking to guide your managing team on a baseball season or football season, you talk about being a head coach, you talk about being a manager. You guys can play any sports games you want. People shouldn't have any downside of stress upon it. You know, guys, there's a lot of sports games out there. There's a lot of good things out there with RPGs that people, and I for one, guys, shouldn't ever miss. We'll take the chances we can't miss. Nobody should be able to be forced to be reckoned with for sports games or RPGs. But you guys can have an awesome tradition. You guys can celebrate Mother's Day if you're playing sports games with somebody you know, and we're playing something on, something that's more natural. We're wanting to have something with a lot of fun in it. You always want to have fan reactions. If you're playing, guys like, kind of like playing any sports games, that rings a bell. Whatever you gotta do, otherwise. Now, speaking of sports games, guys, let me tell you guys something. But you guys go after any sports games with no extra cost. Now, as far as baseball is concerned, I'm actually in the middle of Game 3 of my 1975 Reds replay. After my 211, I got done with Azules for dinner yesterday. So 9 times out of 10, I'm actually doing my 1975 Reds replay, because I feel like it's a little more of a top perimeter, I would assume. I haven't done a whole lot of things on, at least not at the moment, my 2004 Cubs replay on Here's Some Baseball. Now, I told my Musketeer guys, if Disney Plus would have won, it would have had only like a 41% chance this year. It would have been, but since I've been watching some good things, I mean, the first numerous things, guys, on Paramount Plus already. I'm not going to replace Paramount Plus anytime soon, so not exactly to its own horn or wanting to, somebody that I would have done, differently or something with Netflix, but I don't think there's any other place for Netflix to watch Cobra Kai on. But as long as people love the shows, people love the movies. I do know Painless's character, the one that recently played a story in Cobra Kai, is actually in School Spirits. They do have School Spirits does have a second season. I think I've always seen like the first few episodes set in stone, if I recall. So yeah, guys. Well, real quick, guys. As far as baseball is concerned, so far in my 1975 Reds replay, so far, for the time being, we're actually 0-2. Losing 2 games, towards the visiting opponents, the Los Angeles Dodgers, by the way. So I don't think there's any backstabbing or anything. But as long as you have a better offensive lineup and, pitching rotation, batting lineup between, all 9 slots to really fill, you guys have to be smart. Whatever players you put on the bench, when you're talking about putting, between offense and defense. So, guys, baseball has never changed a bit. I actually love baseball, and, even though nothing else was started replacing it, it's kind of like, not being afraid of fear. I mean, you never know what's going to happen when it comes to sports games, but it's a lot of fun, it's great. There's no lack of disappointment when it comes to publishers behind, baseball developers and other sports games. That's lost our attention. Whatever has to be going forward, so that's all I can recommend. But I'm going to continue my Game 3, guys, on my 1975 Reds replay. I think a little bit later on this morning, and maybe do a little something on PSN Baseball, but it all depends. But alright, guys, not to have anything else go over the limit, that's going to be the end of Steam today, so I don't think anything else is going to be generic or, brought to our attention as much. But like I said, guys, if GTA 6 is going to be winning and have any chance, it's probably going to be next year now, so it does not have to whine and complain as much. But everything will be set in stone, guys. It'll be all set and ready, and it'll be good to go. Trust me. GTA 6 will probably win next year, as far as intergalactic profit is concerned. So, Naughty Dog should not have the same of it. So we'll see what works out, guys. Whatever we can depend on. Alright, guys. That's gonna be the end of Steam today. So probably Monday morning tomorrow. I'm debating on Final Fantasy XII Zodiac games, but on 40 plus, or RoboCop on Thursday mornings. I'm thinking maybe RoboCop. I mean, that's my guess. But we'll see. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be the end of Steam today. Until Monday morning. Oh, sorry, guys. Hold on. One of my legs just wants to get my headset for a minute. Sorry, guys. Plus a bit of apologies here and there. But I'm alright. Keep everything else good, keeping yourself, in position. All I'm gonna say is, guys, I'm okay. It'll be fine. Well, my name on Steam, guys, is ZachDawson93. If you guys have any questions, or you guys want to check out any gameplay, you guys can look up. It won't be that hard to research whatever game is exciting to yourselves, to us, and to a lot of people, so it'll be something better. It'll be something huge for this year. But I'm hoping you guys will not miss these games by the time they release. With the PS5, pretty soon the Damsel in Distress on the Switch 2. I for one, I'm not going to be getting this by far. And also, guys, on Xbox Series. You guys can buy any games you want. So you guys go after any pre-orders on Steam or in-store purchases. Whatever you guys like to do. Whatever works out, it'll be fine. But alright, guys, just to make it short and sweet, love, support, and respect is the key. Stay awesome and creative. And yes, guys, knowledge is power. We got 625 mods today, which is excellent. As long as people don't have to, whine and complain or have any self-pity, 9 times out of 10, so. But as long as whatever makes you happy, guys. It brings everybody together. It brings everybody in position too, so we don't have to wait around forever. As long as we know what we're doing, people understand what we're up to, so. A lot of those for saying, make a lot of shout out. How are you? Happy Mother's Day to you guys in the chat. And the ones out there in the back, so. That's all I can recommend, and keep everything else more simple. And to understand it. Yeah, guys, my two of it's going to church today, and then don't know what time we're gonna be going to her mom's graveside as far as tonight is concerned. My guess is probably around 5:30, maybe like 6 o'clock, but I'm not sure. But it will be after dinner though. And as far as what I'm doing, so. But like I said, guys, I'm not 100% sure. But I will keep guys up to date and keep ourselves active, making Silver's looking strong, and having our eyes open. But it does not have to take a longer time or any time period on it. But as long as we can squeeze it in, we don't have to really, get some to, look at. But we'll see. But yeah, guys, love, support, and respect is the key. Stay awesome and creative. And yes, guys, knowledge is power. It's all we can resolve. Take your time. And do not get yourselves stuck. Nobody wants to see you stuck as much as anything else. Nobody does. But we'll be fine, guys. We shouldn't have to worry. Or have everybody else get one thing to the next. It would be a hard time if you guys are getting yourself tired. Guys trying to figure out what stuff is and what it's supposed to be. I mean, that's the only answer a lot of us can really think. And maybe predict, but you never know what the future holds on it. But alright, guys, like and share the stream. Like, share, comment, and follow, guys. Take your time. And do not get yourselves elsewhere. But whatever you do, guys, it makes you feel comfortable, makes you feel happy, and, makes you have something much more important, and also having something be the last. But yeah, guys, like it. What you guys need to do is like it, so comment and follow, like and share the stream, follow and share it, and meet and greet. Now, as far as my numbers go, guys, really fast on my YouTube channel for the last 8 years, and your guys' channel multiple years are right behind me. I have my totals in front of me. So guys, my totals on the channel for the time being. I'm at 1.4 I'm at 1,400 on views, 36.6 on watch hours. That's why it's been another 6 days again, so I've just been tired. I've just been, been up every early in the mornings for you guys, and so we got enough sleep, have a lot of pleasure. So we're staying progressive and whatnot. I mean, we always get a lot of sleep at the end, so I think a lot of us would really, drain water or have something in our bodies all the time, so. But all I know is, guys, I think we'll be fine. We don't want to get ourselves, dialing up or have somebody ruin anything, so. I think we'll be fine, and I think so we're good to go. As far as anything else goes. Well, except we'll be fine. So actually, guys, we're using a bit of a bow and arrow just to get a little of exhilaration for a minute. And for one another. But yeah, guys, as I repeat, views right now on the channel, 1,400, 36.6 on W8s. Nobody would say it better. It's something clear. So those are my numbers, guys, as of now. As of anything else is concerned, so I would love nothing more to have you guys get my numbers back up, especially W8s is concerned, otherwise. Hopefully. But alright, guys, remember, like, share, comment, and follow, like and share the stream. And yes, guys, meet and greet. And as long as people don't have to wait around and be impatient, guys, patience is always a virtue. Do not wait around as much, guys. You don't want to be upset and be mad, guys, like Mad Dog Russo on First Take. Say, what are you mad about? But whenever it comes into clear, I'm sure it'll work out as much as anything else goes forward. But it will stop nuts at the end. But we'll see, guys. But alright, guys, remember, like, share, comment, and follow. Like and share the stream. Like and share the stream, and meet and greet, and have a good smile. So the most important thing, guys, is we watch our videos in full. Like and share the stream, guys. You can see we have our refreshing, having our social media, our YouTube accounts, and our podcast services. With your king and your luckiest man. All around the globe, guys, with our apps, like Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. You guys, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, and so much more. Now, you guys remember what I mentioned as far as in-game gaming goes? Well, I do know I did check out the Doom Dark Ages review. Because remember, the last game I remember not having any torture was Doom Eternal. Had the same platform, had the same path otherwise, and you know, the game itself does not disappoint. But you know, if it wasn't for my butt getting killed a few times, and a little more of anything else, you know, I mean, you talk about just wanting to battle for survival when it comes to playing Doom. But that's why, guys, Doom has been out since '97. If you guys remember playing it on a PC or PlayStation, so, but it's usually any other desktop, to be honest. And that's exactly what Doom is. It's a battle of survival, and use weapons, have a lot of body armor, and also, guys, having a lot of things like, you know, have a lot of health to really build. Remember, guys, the more you gain, the more expectations you'll have. So, well, weapons, kind of like grenades, if you're taking on a predator with its prey, or whatever has to really be. It does not have any concern. I know it does not, but you guys get the idea. So basically, guys, the game itself, I'll repeat, guys, the game itself is called Doom: The Dark Ages. Without a shadow of a doubt, the game is awesome from what I've heard. It did suit a 9 out of 10 this week, so that game does not have, you know, it does not have a miserable gameplay, but all I'm gonna say is, guys, if you think about playing Doom: The Dark Ages, make sure to not get yourselves killed all the time, but as long as you have 100% health. And, you know, ever since we played Doom Eternal in the past, that game was also good and regular, too. You know, let's keep everything else spicing up a little bit. Now, I don't know if I'll get Doom the Dark Ages. I doubt it's gonna, I doubt Tony Hawk is gonna be outperforming it. But Doom could have a bit of an opportunity, you know, for this year's Game of the Year awards, but like I said, guys, my only top picks is going to be either, like I said, guys, my top picks for this year for DLTY, for the Game Awards, but as far as anything else goes, by far, it's probably, my opinion, guys, you guys heard what I mentioned, it's probably going to be either Borderlands 4, Assassin's Creed Shadows, or Delta Snake Eater, so, you know, most of those games are going to be worth a lot of hype. You know, some good hype, and see how much can really land. I don't think I'm going to get through a lot of in-gaming news today, guys. Well, remember, that's a keep an observation, keep everything else in front. You guys remember, we are always filled with popularity, entertainment, and energy. Our biggest, strongest, beautiful, talented, awesome, strongest, great, awesome, excellent, strongest, talented power of our community, guys. On mods today, guys, a magic number of 625, which is a lot of pleasure and a lot of positive instead of negative. And guys, remember, we don't get a lot of in-gaming news on the weekend mornings, but we'll see what we can find. Now, you guys all know, it's going to be very instant and very simple. With GTA 6 being on board next year, I repeat, or like I said, guys, next year's Game of the Year is probably going to be going back to GTA 6 by then. So, it does not have to have enough credit, but much more gameplay that goes in tuition. But you know, guys, I don't think the game is going to be having a lot of, guys, having any bad luck. I also think next year's Game of the Year, by then, I almost want to see, I'm not sure if GTA 6, or what do you call it, guys? Intergalactic Profit's going to be overpowering GTA 6 by far. If I had to think of an answer, I would say probably not. But at least Naughty Dog's next year's game's going to be interesting. But GTA 6 is not going to get phased, guys. GTA will not be phased by next year. That game is going to win it all for next year, but despite the fact with, you know, the best concept, a little comedy, I mean, much more comedy, and who does not love romance when it comes to GTA from Rockstar? Now, I haven't played GTA in a while, guys. Since Village's first season, I believe, when Lalab Sai is concerned. But Village Food did enjoy GTA Vice City. Oh, Lalab's Mars, making a love shout out. I haven't seen you in quite some time. How you been, darling? Good to see you back, and at least you're waking up a little bit with dust so far, so. What I would say is, guys, somebody would say Mars, or you guys in the chat, well, where's your root? It's like, where you been all my life, you know? Or what brings your roots up this way? So, that's all I can recommend. But I will give you guys a little in gaming news today, since it's Mother's Day. You guys can check out the launch trailer of the official update for a game called Starship Troopers Extermination. So what the launch trailer does actually, you know, fortunately have new day and night cycle, dynamic weather, and extra. So you guys can check that out if you want. Let's keep everything else in a single minute. But nothing would have any bad pleasure. Nothing would or have something in prepare. So guys, now as far as top stories go, guys, for your king and your luckiest man, hold on, I'll double check in a second. It does have a little something about Tom Cruise, at least by far. So here's the thing about Tom Cruise, guys. I thought I would make this quick and fast. Since today's Mother's Day, between family to family, and just to have a little, maybe have a little bit to elaborate on, not much more. The top stories today, guys. I guess I can do a little bit of Peacemaker. Peacemaker Season 2 trailer, guys, reveals Superman connections with Maxwell Lord, Hawkgirl, and Guy Gardner in the very first scene. I'm not going to worry about that, to be honest. But I will talk a little bit, real quickly, guys, about Tom Cruise. So basically, guys, Tom Cruise made the current Mission Impossible Final Reckoning director go out on the wing of a plane to prove a point about an impossible stunt. So if you guys remember, the last Mission Impossible, as far as Tom Cruise is concerned, he wasn't going to really, I don't think he was going to fall flat on his back if he was doing that one stunt with Mission Impossible. But the only thing he was looking to do is ordinarily do something by doing the impossible, to be honest. You know, guys do something with inside of a helicopter or a plane. Now, Tom Cruise did actually mention something about that in the last Mission Impossible movie. He was looking to do something that would not break his leg or have his health, go either way, as far as that is concerned. But, guys, he's actually in his early 60s, so we all know it is. Now, we all know the final reckoning of Mission Impossible is probably the last one of its franchise. But I don't know what Tom Cruise will have planned. I mean, he still wants to do something, not the same about the late Val Kilmer, but he still wants to do Top Gun 3 by next year. It's probably going to be following, guys, by next year with Mario 2, or doing something the year after that with The Legend of Zelda is concerned. also with the second Batman with Robert Pattinson, as far as where the action goes. But yeah, like I said, I don't see Top Gun 3 releasing until after he's done with Mission Impossible. So I don't see that happening yet. So I mean, he's going to have enough plans. I don't see his Bob retiring as a brother yet. But you know, guys, he still has plenty of energy in the system. So he does not need to. I don't think any actor should be able to rush ahead of him or get something ahead of time. So, but even though, guys, Tom Cruise was looking to do something, the wing of a plane, involving the stunt, I feel like he would have done something with, with a motorcycle. But when you do something impossible, guys, like Tom Cruise is doing, you don't want to try this at home. You don't want to do the same thing. Not to have anything with something deadly or have something worldwide on it. But the fact is, Tom Cruise was looking to do something like that, but honestly, I mean, the last thing you would want to do is, not get any part of your body hurt or looking to have something like by having a tight squeeze. But all I'm thinking is how good Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning is going to be. I mean, I do know since we all know if we're thinking it's the last one this year. Before Tom Cruise goes to maybe like the final Top Gun, if they do something with Val Kilmer's character, which may God have mercy on this brother's soul, guys. Well, Top Gun 3 could do something like that, but all depends what Tom Cruise can really elaborate on, as far as Iceman and also Maverick is concerned. I do know he wants to do something much more vulnerable, and have something a little more, not exactly destructive for the third Top Gun in the future. Now we all know, guys, the third Top Gun I think it's exactly in development currently. But I want to see how the Final Reckoning of Mission Impossible is going to be reacting, and how much money it can really dial. So you guys remember, my true love does not watch a lot of Mission Impossible movies. But it's kind of like watching Sylvester Stallone doing something with Rambo. So I'm thinking whatever they got prepared for him, I feel like Tom Cruise would have done something that would not be impossible to do. If it's easier, maybe something harder. But that's why the most important thing, guys, it's not the best one to make. But I mean, the fact is, guys, if everything goes according to plan for Tom Cruise, I think all I would think is, guys, is honestly yes and no. Whatever's going to be up for grabs for Tom Cruise after the Final Reckoning. Renee Laura, La Loves, make a love shout out. How you doing? How are you this morning? Happy Mother's Day, guys, by the way. So I don't know if anything else would be up its sleeve for guys, for Tom Cruise, as far as that's concerned. I mean, like I said, guys, if anything else, I'm thinking, I doubt they're making another Mission Impossible movie. Especially if Tom Cruise wants to focus something, involving his Maverick and Top Gun 3, as far as where that's going to be heading. I know Russo's coming back the same way at the same time, and yeah, I don't know. I mean, we don't know exactly what the future is going to be awaiting. So, I mean, it might be the last Mission Impossible movie that Tom Cruise does, but you never know. But alright, guys, since we're going to be stuck by, again, the barriers, I'm going to wrap everything up for today. But like I said, I don't know how much it's going to be, filling up and also have something to follow it. But I do know if everything is according to plan, as far as whatever's going on, I don't think people would be, wasting its own time or wasting its opportunity. But yeah, but like I said, guys, Tom Cruise wanted to do something that's not impossible. That's not exactly easy or hard to do. You know, during the last Mission Impossible movie, involving a plane from a wingman. Whereas I don't honestly, guys, Tom Cruise has never done that during Top Gun. It's pretty much exactly the way he is. He wants to do something he hasn't done before, even though it's like 62 or 61 now. I don't think he'll have anything else, whatever is his plan going forward. After Dead Reckoning is out in theaters. But we'll see what happens, guys. Whatever the planning begins. Whatever it starts out. Alright, guys, that's going to wrap everything up for your king and your luckiest man. So, you guys, I will wrap everything up for today. I do want to thank you guys for joining me this morning. Wishing everybody a happy Mother's Day today, and to all the mothers out there. So, guys, all the mothers out there today, if you guys are going after roses, spending time with them, going out to dinner, watching a movie, you guys can do a lot of sorts of things. That's why you have Mother's Day and Father's Day, month by month. Whatever the planning is, whatever you guys can align with, as long as you have the family, as long as you have more love and also respect for your family and a lot of love and also having a lot of time going on. So you guys can have a lot of fun with that and doing something that makes you feel good and so much lovable. So, but you guys, happy Mother's Day to you guys in the chat with our popularity, entertainment, and energy, and our biggest, strongest, beautiful, awesome, gigantic, marvelous, awesome, strongest, exciting power of our community. Do all we can and socialize at one time. So, guys, based on the schedule, I technically don't know what time I'm going to be with my true love and staff for spending time together tonight. I know she's got church today, and then, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know when today, guys, or what time tonight we're going to be paying our respects to my true love's mom, to be honest. Down for Orange and Black Tigers is concerned. So my guess is probably around 5:30, or it might be 6 o'clock tonight if I go back to save tomorrow, guys. So remember, I go back to save tomorrow 2 to 7. Then I got another 2 days of WoW in the morning, every Tuesday, Wednesday, and then that's why, guys. And then 2 to 7 Thursday at save for great people. Then 9 to 2 this Friday of this week. So based on the schedule, I honestly think RoboCop's going to get an episode Monday morning tomorrow. So tomorrow, guys, Monday morning, I should have Ghostwire. Not Ghostwire Tokyo from the weekend mornings. Well, for your king and your luckiest man. Now, my honest answer, since we did a few good things with side questing and also killing a few monsters on Final Fantasy XII Zodiac Aids, from Tuesday mornings to, Monday of last week, I should have an episode of RoboCop, Monday AM tomorrow, Monday morning tomorrow. I'm trying to find the words just to really describe, but I might have RoboCop tomorrow from Thursday mornings, get an episode 2 on the roll, and see where we can go from there, guys. I don't think there's going to be strings attached between a musical instrument or whatever is going to be coming to our attention. So here's the thing, guys. Based on the schedule, Monday morning for your king and your luckiest man, we might have RoboCop Rock City, and then Final Fantasy XII Zodiac Aids. We'll be back. It's going to be after the end of the week, so probably next week. Just to see where we're at. I thought I would get the planning since I'll be going back to staying active starting tomorrow and continue to relax going forward. But alright, guys, if you guys want to catch more Ghostwire Tokyo, every Saturday and Sunday mornings, with our biggest, strongest, phenomenal, famous, fantastic, excellent, strongest, beautiful, great power of our community, and our popularity, entertainment, and energy, guys. If you guys certainly want to catch more Ghostwire Tokyo every weekend mornings, be sure to hit that like button, support button, and comment. Do whatever you guys gotta do. If you have a game plan, if you have an idea, if you guys want to spread any suggestions, any good stuff, whatever you guys can work out, It's not exactly my idea. It's all about what a lot of us want to do, whatever is more to guide, much more to hand. And also, guys, in a decent time. We always want to have laughs, smiles, and have somebody around us, to be honest. So, as long as we know what we're doing, you guys understand what we love to do. That's why we're the easiest people. We're the way great people are at Steve, and also the way we are by staying active and still trying to stick around. Well, whatever sounds good to you guys, people shouldn't have to stop what they're doing. But as long as people can elaborate and take their time, and that's why, guys, tight squeeze otherwise. We just have to, stay strong, have faith, and also have a lot of love to our arsenal, to ourselves, and the ones we have, the way we celebrate Mother's Day together. So, it's all that matters. And especially my musketeer the same way. So, like I said, I don't know what time we'll be leaving tonight. Like I said, my guess is probably 5:30. Or my guess is a little before then. But technically, I don't know. I have no clue, guys. But we'll let each other know. And see, might want to have time together by tonight as well. But like I said, I have no clue. We'll see what happens. But we just don't want to wait around and see if anything else is not planning otherwise. Well, keep guys involved and posted. And see what's going on. Well, remember, guys, love, support, and respect is the key. Stay awesome and creative with our 625 mods. And so that's to make it so and sweet, guys. You say we're great and good. And yes, guys, knowledge is power. Anytime we manage to find people, socialize with people, we say we're gifted and make it so we're trustworthy, lovable, and respectful, and have a lot of positive theories. All we have to do, guys, is follow Sarah on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. So remember, guys, like it, so comment and follow. Make it awesome, make it great, and make sure we're not hiding secrets. No one wants to hide something forever. Well, remember, guys, like it, so comment and follow. Like and share the stream, follow suit, and yes, guys, meet and greet. And the most important thing, guys, if you guys go on church, make sure we wish everybody a happy Mother's Day today, and do what we love to do together, and have our plans here today too. So, like as long as we have an understatement, people shouldn't have to really have a bad affection or have something that goes to our attention. But as long as we can really see what really is in front of us, we'll do something that's more great on a positive note. Have something much more lovable, spending time together, to yourselves. My future fiance, guys, as well, for the last 8 years, and to a lot of people. That's much more working at, and also taking its time, period. Whatever has to really be on a perfect note. But remember, guys, like and share the stream, meet and greet. Don't forget to follow Sarah, guys, and connect to my channel. We want to avoid obstacles or not exactly make it as tough, but normal and as easy as we can get it. But all we need to do, guys, my WH needs a lot of this between our channel. I can help you guys when we get the time. Whatever works out for all of us. But the most important thing, guys, for your king and your luckiest man, we watch our videos in full. Like and share the stream, guys. Follow suit. Do not name somebody if you're playing a board game, but do what makes you happy. Do what makes you feel, having your own spotlight and doing something that makes you feel comfortable. And guys, remember guys, like and share the stream, follow and share it. Remember guys, like, share, comment, and follow, and like and share the stream. We watch our videos in full. Like and share the stream, guys, still refreshing. I bring our YouTube channels. We so we obtain them and see who's with us in the chat mostly, and bring our YouTube accounts and our podcast services all around the globe to follow. And they are, guys, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. So tomorrow, guys, I go back to see 2 to 7. Now, the possibility of getting RoboCop Rock City going Monday in the morning tomorrow, I think there's a bit of a possibility. So I don't think Final Fantasy XII Zodiac Age for that one 40 plus will be back until next week. So we want to try to get just a few things involved. But we'll see what happens. Well, we'll have enough progress once we learn anything and keep the shooting whatever it wants it to be. Alright guys, that's going to be it for your king and your luckiest man. Happy Mother's Day to you guys and to ones in the back, and also here in the United States, because America is the land of the free and brave and the bold. Not compared to Batman. But yeah. We guys have a happy Mother's Day, guys. You guys remember, we are always filled with popularity, entertainment, and energy. Our biggest, strongest, faithful, awesome, talented, great, exciting, strongest, beautiful power of our community. So guys, have a good rest of your Sunday, guys. Happy Mother's Day from your king and your luckiest man. Be good to one another, be kind, and love one another. Have a good rest of your Sunday, guys. Happy Mother's Day. I'll see you guys probably Monday in the morning tomorrow. We're going to see how we're doing with RoboCop and not to have any mistakes or mishaps. You know, just to kick off this. I think we're in the 3rd week already. But keep everything else in center and much more to reflect on, and do not have anything to scoot around. Happy Mother's Day, guys, on a Sunday morning for you guys today. And until then, from your king and your luckiest man, good morning, good afternoon, good night. Happy Mother's Day, guys, from all of us today. And until then, I will see you